Hi, I'm Doug,
And I'm Christian.
and we're here to talk about choosing the right team for you at SOFLETE.com.
The key to choosing the right team is to try and focus on developing your weakness, to try and become a well-rounded human being, especially if your job requires you to be able to lift heavy things and move long distances.
The more you focus on the things you're good at, the more you become a specialist. And we do not train specialists here at SOFLETE. We train very competent generalists. Being perpetually ready for any physical activity and to be able to perform in like the top third as opposed to the bottom third of those people is the idea of generalism. When you get on a team, if your goal is to be Ironman champion of the world, you may be in the wrong place. If your goal is to be the strongest man in the world, also, you might be in the wrong place. But if your job is to maintain a very high baseline of fitness with a low incidence of injury, you have stumbled on the right place.
Our three core teams are the basic, the strength, and the stamina team. The basic team is the one you're going to want to move into if you're just getting off the couch or just starting working out for the first time. The strength team focuses on developing raw strength while maintaining a good endurance base. The stamina team focuses on developing stamina while maintaining a solid strength base.
I will say that if you're used to getting shoved in your locker and made fun of because a stiff wind might blow you into the next county, you might want to get on the strength team. Alternately, if your shoulders are so wide that you cannot get a matching jacket and pant combo at the suit store, it's possible you should look into improving your endurance. It can be confusing when you get on the app to see that there's basic, strength, stamina, and holy shit, a lot of other teams. We have swimming and running supplemental work. We have mobility work. We have a shooting team. We have backcountry. We have selection prep. The wizard should help direct you to content that's best for you, but don't get distracted by fluff that is there for specific athletes on specific missions. If you see a team and you don't think it applies to you, odds are it probably doesn't. It was purpose-built for a kind of athlete that's using our programs to prepare for a certain kind of activity. Also worth bearing in mind is that we have the quick team. And a lot of the time, you guys find that 90 to 120 minutes of physical activity in the gym is just outside of your time constraints. So if that's the case, direct yourself over to quick. If you're focused and on target, you should be able to finish every one of the quick workouts in 60 minutes or less while still building really good numbers and staying really in shape, endurance and strength-wise. So if you guys have been on a heavy strength cycle or you've been on a really high volume stamina cycle and you're coming off of it, we suggest that you alternate into the opposite. So if you've been on strength, look at a stamina cycle. And if you've been on stamina, you should look at a strength cycle. And the reason that is because
overall, it's going to make you a more well-rounded athlete. You develop strength and you develop endurance at the same time. Now, if you're feeling broke off after going through your strength cycle, or if you feel broke off going through stamina, you can also make your way over to one of our rehabilitative cycles, like Knuckles for strength, or like Sonic or Phoenix if you're a stamina athlete. What these are going to do is help you iron out your imbalances by utilizing a lot of unilateral, isolateral movements to help you fix any poor movement patterns or any asymmetry that you've developed over the course of your last heavy training cycle.
you're going to feel like an idiot because...
And look like one.
Yeah, most of the movements that are on those cycles are things you've never done before, and you really start to see how difficult it is to move one side of your body at a time. You'll feel weak, and you will also feel super uncoordinated. But by the end of those cycles, you're really going to realize that not only did you not lose a lot of strength overall, but you also feel much healthier and you move much better. But all of you want to know, what are the flagship cycles that you should be doing? Really and truthfully, over on the strength side of the house, Freight Train and Juggernaut are really popular cycles. Guys keep coming back to them, even though we tell them, find a new cycle. They work, and guys like them. It's the perfect combination of volume and sheer raw strength.
Yeah, and on the stamina side, the fan favorites are Clydesdale and Atlas. So go on the app, look at the descriptions of the various cycles, and whatever one seems like it's going to break you off the most, that's probably the one that you should be doing.
The one that you dislike the most is probably the one that you should be focusing on. Otherwise, you're going to turn into that fucking brittle dick motherfucking 50-year-old dude with a 600-pound deadlift who can't run 200 meters, and generally we make fun of. As you guys have questions pertaining to the teams, don't hesitate to email us, but please do your homework first and have a pointed question that asks what team is best for you out of these because of the attributes that I want to improve in my physical fitness, as opposed to, I just signed up for the app. What team do I join?
If you have any other general fitness questions for us, please check out our other videos on our channel, click subscribe, and hit the bell.